And those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd knows when to bring it. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He'll toss it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Coming out with it, it's Griffin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense has the ball for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's right on target. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field.
already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Duggan. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quickly complete.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry here.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Personal foul. Unnecessary rough. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st and 10 for the offense. He wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Griffin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He takes it at the 45. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Casey. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Moving out of the pocket. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Using his feet to buy time. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolute shame. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Boy, they've been caught in a